Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today I am going to do a request. I've had many requests for my hairstyle that I have now, which is it's really easy. It's just wrapping it around a curling iron. So if you would like to see, here's Bridgie. She's being a sweet girl. She's getting much better, you guys. She's been a pretty good girl lately. She still can't help but bite all the time. No biting. Oh, that was a kiss. That was a good kiss. But anyway, so if you would like to see how I get this hairstyle, just stay tuned. Okay, so what I have here is just my hair from last night. What I did was wash it and dry it. And I used the Pureology Hyrdate shampoo and conditioner. I used a little bit of the, gosh, I cannot remember the name. I'll put it up here. And then I put the Pureology PureVolume BlowDryAmplifier. What I do is just put like about not even a quarter size, probably about a nickel size, and I run it in my hands, and then I go all, with my hair parted and brushed out, I kind of run it through my crown of my head first, and then, through the rest of my hair. And then I just dry my hair probably about half the way or about 60% of the way, just with, full blast blow dryer. And then I round brush it. And then I take each section like that and I roll them in Velcro rollers. And I do my whole head, and then I spray it with my hairspray. And I leave it up until I go to bed. Now last night I didn't get out of the shower and everything until about 9 o'clock. So my hair was actually only up in the Velcro rollers for, an hour or an hour and a half. And once I have them in the Velcro rollers, it's important to spray them. You want to spray in between each Velcro roller, because that's what gives you, I don't know if you can see how my hair is still kind of separated. That's what gives you that. And just think of it like this. Those Velcro rollers are not to curl your hair. They help smooth it, and then they give you volume, and they keep it in like sections. And that's kind of what you want for this style, or it's what I want for most every style. Take my curling iron, and this is a Hot Tools. I believe it's a ceramic. Ooh. And it is a 1.5 inch. And you'll see I have this little thing down, and I just usually lay it on a towel. But the first thing that I usually do is grab this crown section right here. And I have not brushed my hair at all. This is just, right before I went to bed, I took the rollers out and went straight to bed. Didn't do a thing. So take this section, and then take your roller. Let me move the camera up some. Okay, maybe some more. Okay, because I'm having to do it backwards. But you just hold it there like this. And what's good about this back section right here is you're going to give yourself that little bump. And then hold it there for a few minutes. And please be careful, because the first couple times I did this, I just burnt the fool out of my fingers. And then let it go. And you'll see it'll give yourself a little thing. Don't touch that piece, just leave it there. And kind of decide which side you're going to start on. And I'm going to have to use the mirror just so it's the same for me. But then grab another piece, and I just usually smooth it out with my hands. And one important thing is you always want to put the hair dryer down and roll over and down the curling iron. And try not to, and this is kind of hard, but try not to twist the hair when you're doing it. And you'll see what I mean. It just kind of naturally twists when you put it around it. But if you twist it, it doesn't come out as pretty. So, and then just let it come out. And see how it's giving you that curl and that volume, but I like the way the ends aren't all the way done. So, and I actually and I have to apologize because one of my subscribers sent me this video, and I cannot remember who it was, but the first person I ever saw do their hair like this, she's a YouTube guru, and I cannot remember her name, but I'll put her link in the sidebar. I think it's Ponytail or something. And she does her hair like this, but she does it a lot more precise and takes a lot more time, and she uses a smaller curling iron. So I kind of just do a version of hers. Okay, and so now I'm going to take this, and you'll kind of see which pieces are already kind of separated out from the Velcro rollers. And so I'm going to do that back. And curl all the pieces back. I want it all back. And just hold it, you know, a good, I'd say 15 seconds or so. And you'll see some of them will come out kind of crazy, but that's kind of what you want. And then these front pieces I have, it's hard not to twist it. I'll do those back. Y'all can probably hear Bridget scratching on the back door. I'm going to have to let her in. You hear her crying? Like she's been out there all day. She's probably been out there 10 minutes. Okay. You see, I've got a Medusa mess going on here. And then this is the front piece. And you'll just take it and wrap it around. Ooh! Burn your hand. Okay, wrap it around like that. And I've got the end of it. I need one of those little gloves that they sell with the conical roller, but you'll see how that's going down. And what I usually do is do not brush out those pieces right now because they're still hot. You want those to cool. And just keep finding the straight sections. Here's one. There you go. So you can see how I'm getting that kind of all over the place curl. And it gets tougher in the back, but days that I'm in a hurry, I just grab bigger sections. And the beauty of this is if your hair is like mine and it's naturally kind of curly anyway, between that and the volume product that you've already put in here, that blow dry, it really, this hair, the curl will hold for days, especially with the dry shampoo. Okay, so you see that's one side. So I'll flip it back over, and now I'm going to start on the other. Let's set this down. So I'll go ahead and grab this. And I'll try to just grab the sections that are kind of already sectioned out. So when you switch sides, you're going to need to switch hands. And you'll go over, and then remember to go down the curling iron. And don't burn your fingers, and try not to twist it. Then this front piece, of course, don't try to get them even because they will not be. Your two front pieces will never match. Trust me. Unless you're luckier than I am. Sorry, I hope you can see me. Then that piece. And then you'll see like this little straight piece. Sometimes you'll have to grab some of them. Okay. And I usually like to flip the ones that I've done over so I can get to the rest of them. And try not to twist it. And the great thing about this is that you get that volume like right off of your head instead of, you know, with a traditional curling iron, you know, you start at the bottom and work your way up. And this could probably be done with those conical irons, but I kind of went around looking for one. I couldn't find one here in town, and I know I could order that Babyless one, but this just works fine. And I think this might even be even softer. Now this piece here, my side pieces are more fragile. They're more broken, so I try to just be easy on those. The conditioner I use is called Lanza Trauma Treatment. That's what it is. And so that helps with the ends. And if I were flattening or straightening my hair with the straight iron, I would use the Moroccan oil. But I've learned with this, the Moroccan oil is just too heavy to get any curl going. So, and you just keep going like this all over your head. And it's hard to get in the back, but just do big sections. And it's according to how curly you want it. Some days I just want just a little bit of wave. But it's good to go ahead and do it as good as you can because then it lasts a long time. Okay, here's another piece. And try to just don't brush it, just straighten it out with your hands. And let it go. Okay. There's starts getting harder when you get in the back. And I'm not as particular with the back. Even though I just got my hair done, not yesterday, but the day before. She gave me some new layers, or just like one new layer on the top, so it should give me a lot more bounce and volume at my crown. Flip that back over, and then I'll have to check in the mirror and see if I have what straight pieces I have. Now you can see how the straight pieces will kind of hang down. I usually just grab those and just be careful, because I have burnt myself so much. I've gotten better now. But you just basically are wanting to bend those ends. All the pieces don't need to be curly, but you just don't want pure straight pieces hanging out. There we go. I'll check this side. And there's some more little straight ones over here. Okay, now I'm going to put the camera down and you'll see there's really no rhyme or reason the way I do the bottom ones. I just kind of roll them. It's real easy. It's much easier than when I used to really curl and iron it. And when I used to really clamp it and curl and iron it traditionally, I felt like it burned it more. I don't know why. I guess I was just, I don't know. You feel like the ends get burnt more. Okay. I think this is the last piece that I see here. Okay. Let's see. And then sometimes I'll go back and curl this again, or grab that little piece that's right under it. It looks like that one has gotten, let me move my camera again. And then do it one more time to give you extra volume there in the back. I don't know if you can see that. And so far I haven't sprayed it with anything, because I'm just, doing the whole head and then you let it cool. And you can see how that did that. And then I'm going to cut it off. Okay. And usually what I do is just let it cool for a little bit. And then I take my Elnett, which is not a really strong hairspray, and just spray it all over. And then let that dry. And now what I do is usually just flip my head over and just don't go through it a whole bunch, but basically just put your hands in there and just kind of move it around. You're basically just wanting to split everything up just a little bit. So you want to spray a little bit too. Okay, so when you get through, you'll have all these curls, and just depending on, how much you like it, you can either, I pretty much leave them like this, because as the day goes on, they get, they soften and get more separated. And then after I get it fixed, like I might separate that, and then I'll let you see the back. And so you can see how it's, you get so much more volume in the back and stuff from doing that. And then when I get it fixed to basically how I want it, now this piece for some reason always wants to just come straight down and not go back. But you know your hair, you know what it's going to do, what it's not going to do. You just have to work with it. And then I spray it, get all the crazy pieces out. And I won't mess with it again probably until tomorrow. If anything, I've got a just a regular Goody pick And when I get home, a lot of times this will be tangled, and I'll brush through the, just the tangles. And then tomorrow when I get up, I won't need to wash it tomorrow since I just washed it last night. I'll just take that pick and not brush through it all, but take that pick and kind of freshen up the top, and then I'll freshen up, just rounding the sides, and then I'll go underneath and, brush that out. But I never really brush all the way through it again. And if you don't do that, if you can withstand from brushing it for that long, it will last mine will last until I wash it again. So I hope that was helpful, and I hope you can try it and let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.